Good. Fire it up. Let's fire it up. Okay. Tov, let's do it. Post Rosh Hashanah. Here we go. Aseret Shuva. And we are here. We are starting a new journey, a new path with Rabbi Nachman, Shivas Nefesh. I was looking at the Sefer, Hishtapchut HaNefesh. It's something that I bought many years ago, this Sefer over here. And I looked at it in the past. I'm like, wait, how am I ever gonna like pick this up and actually understand like one letter in it? Um, and like it's just funny how like everything comes back full circle. Everything comes back full circle. Nothing is random. And wow, with all the books that we buy and involve ourselves in, it's not random. Mamash and Hashem wants us to get at that point, and who knows what will happen with it. Also, just a revelation from last night in the car. We're in the car and we were thinking, okay, any Torah that we learn, each and every person, it's exactly what they're supposed to hear and learn at that point. At that point in time, it could be Mashivat Nefesh, it could be a Gemara, it could be Halacha, it could be a Shir, whatever it is. But we may be thinking to ourselves, okay, like, what's the bit over here? Like, actually? And like, what if we're all learning the same thing at once? We're all supposed to be learning this one teaching from Rabbi Nachman. I think like the chiddush is, and this is what we came up with in the car, is just like, and it's not so much of a chiddush, but it's just like reminding ourselves that we should be zocha to receive it in a way that we're supposed to receive it. And we should be open to the idea of it being actually the teaching and what we need to see at that point and here. And we should receive it in our way, and then we should understand in our own unique way. Okay, Tov. There's not one way. God help us to keep the mitzvot of tzitzis, tefillin, reciting the Shema, and prayer every day with total perfection, with all of our heart, joy, and utter devotion, with powerful holiness, purity, and intent, with all their details, particulars, and intentions in the 613 mitzvot dependent on them. Help us to learn Torah every day in great holiness and immense joy. Help us in your righteousness to earn a living with complete faith until we elicit holiness and fulfill our soul through all the items that we buy and sell. May we know how to buy and sell items when the time has come for something to leave our possession and go to someone else or vice versa, in accordance with the sparks of holiness in that item and in accordance with the corresponding portions of our soul. In this way, these portions of our soul will be perfected through our business dealings until we bring back our unification between the Holy One, blessed be He, and His Shekhinah. To end off, may all these rectifications and supernal unifications occur of themselves so that we will attain holy awareness and our thoughts will constantly cling to the world to come in general and in every detail. Guard us against forgetfulness, which is the death of the heart, so that we will never forget our purpose and never distract ourselves from our awareness of the world to come. It's amazing how Rav Nassan just wrote tefillah on every little detail in our lives. It's really cool. Anyways, entering into Mashivas Nefesh. From what I understand, Mashivat Nefesh is entirely chizik. It's taking pieces out of all of Rabbi Nachman's Torah and it's just laying it out in front of us and saying, keep going, keep climbing the ladder, do not give up. Life could be hard, life could be difficult, it could be very dark, but keep on going. Keep on using your light, illuminate the room as much as you can. Even if it's a little candle, there's light to be revealed. So Rabbi Nachman starts off with this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful teaching. And the source comes from Likutei Maran, number Vav, number 6, number Vav, Siman Vav. Beautiful. I don't know, like this is our first time going through like a sefer like this, with the Hebrew and everything. It's a little bit bigger of a piece, so B'ezrat Hashem should help us, look at the piece, summarize it, the whole thing. So Rabbi Nachman says, someone that wants to return to Hashem, he needs to be an expert in halacha. And he says he really needs to be an expert in halacha. But what does this halacha mean? That he shouldn't fall and he shouldn't distance himself from anything in the world, no matter if that person is ascending or matter if that person is descending, right? We are staying connected. We have this connectivity that's always there, that's always present. Rabbi Nachman says you have to be a baki in that type of halacha. Halacha doesn't just mean halacha, laws. It also just means halicha. It could also mean halicha, to walk. So he says, and he quotes the psukim in Tehillim 139, V'kayem in esek shemayim shemata ve'atzia she'ol hineka. If I ascend to heaven, Ribbon Shalom, you are there. And if I descend into hell, I'll make my bed there as well. You are there too. You are mamish there, and I'm never going to leave you. Shigam bishol tachtiyot yicholim lekarevet atzmo leHashem yisbrach. So Rabbi Nachman saying that even when you're at the bottom of the bottom, you're able to come close to Hashem. Ki gam sham hu nimsa b'bchinas v'atziyah she'ol yineka. He says this is from the pasuk. If I descend into heaven, into hell, you are there too, and I'll make my bed there specifically. Now it's funny because sometimes we may not even know if we're actually descending. I'm not sure if the audio is off or something, but it could be some Wi-Fi interruptions.
No, it's all good.
Oh, we got it? Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So it's actually funny because sometimes we may not even know that we are descending. Who are we to say that we are descending? Sometimes when we think we're in a mode of constriction, we may be in an expansive mode. We don't know. We don't know where we stand in this world. So maybe what Rabbi Nachman is telling us here too is that when I descend into hell, it could also just mean like when you feel really good about yourself, right? And you forget Hashem, right? In the if I ascend to Hashem, you're there. It's obvious. It's quite obvious. But why do we forget about Hashem when things are going well? When we're prosperous, when business is going well, when Torah is going well, when Tefillah is going well, when our lives are going well. You would think, oh my gosh, Hashem, I'm so connected. But we actually forget about Hashem. So it's actually pretty chazak. Just like, in both scenarios, we're able to, they're both like really real avodas. When we ascend to heaven, it's not just like this easy thing where we ascend to heaven and there Hashem is. No, we mamish have to sift through and also remember Hashem. Remember Hashem is giving us sustenance at all times. And in the lower times, we have what to rely on. We know that we are an ani. We know that we're poor. We know that we're destitute. And it's much easier to open up ourselves to Hashem. Both are avodas. So to end off this piece, and it's going to be a three-part series, Rav Itchemeyer says like this: one should not dwell on the challenges of their life, for that could cause more harm for a person, chas v'shalom. Rather, one should focus on the kindnesses that Hashem does for them. This is one of the constant mitzvot that's according to Sefer Charedim, to constantly remember the kindness of Hashem. In fact, by a person being matzdik, making righteous the actions of Hashem, even when they're going through hard times and moments of darkness, they could then become a tzaddik to whom Hashem gives the strength to change situations of darkness to light and revealed kindness. It's crazy. It's like you get near the sun, you ascend to heaven, mamash, and you go blind. Right? It's much harder to see Hashem. But mamash, when we're in the dark, when we're in darker times, it's our vision is there. Our vision is there. So, Zrat Hashem, we should be zocha to know that both these paths should be baki and halacha, and we should know that when we ascend to heaven, that's an avoda. And when we descend into the darkness, into hell, that's an avoda as well. And we should never give up. And Rabbi Nachman says, baki halacha. What does that mean? To always be connected, to never feel and to believe that we're disconnected for even one moment, for even one hair's breadth. Questions, comments, please feel free. Mashivat Nefesh.
Love it.
Amazing.
So chazak.
Amazing. Thank you for firing it up. Let's fire it up. Let's fire it up. Okay. I'll see you. Be well.
Bye.
Bye.